We are flying through this playlist. I am so excited. Oh, what a journey we have been on. Our journey is we want to help you speak like a leader. Speak like a leader. I hope it's helping. I hope these have been inspirational. I hope they've been challenging. I really hope you've went and dove into the Speak Like a Leader website, speakwithpeople.com/speak like a leader. You can see it on your screen right now. Would you go and check this out? Check out the different parts of it. Would you do me a favor? Would you download here on the screen? You can see, I'm pointing at it right above me. You can see it. Download the free speaking checklist. Like, get that, get it ready, figure it out. Like, get as much information as you can. This is really, really, I believe, going to help you in an incredible way. And I hope you'll consider being a part of this Speak Like a Leader community, because when you buy the course, you're going to be put in a private Facebook group where once a week I'm going to be in there doing videos where we're going to be able to pick apart speeches or presentations. We're going to ask each other how we can improve things. It's just going to be an awesome community for people who really want to speak like a leader. So are you ready? Are you ready? I love it. Hey, in the comments, tell me you're ready. Like, I would love to know if you're ready. Okay, so now we're kind of going around the pathway. You know, we've been talking about this pathway. It's a step-by-step guide to becoming a more confident, clear, captivating communicator. You're going to be able to speak with conviction. Step six is to learn how to tell a really good story. Learn how to tell a really good story. Like, this is so important. I talked about this quite a few videos again, but we linked it in the description. Speak with People did a whole series on our podcast called How to Tell a Really Good Story. And we had some of the best authors, leaders, storytellers in America, in the world, on the podcast. Paul Smith, who wrote Sell with the Story. Matthew Dix, who wrote Storyworthy. Lori Robinson. We had Phil Cook. I did one talking about how you tell stories that people will actually listen to. And in the description down below, you can actually download a free story guide. You can click on the link and go and download that story guide, because it will help you. It'll just give you 7 different pointers. 7 different pointers to telling really good stories. Pat Conroy said, the most powerful words in the English language are, tell me a story. Tell me a story. Donald Miller says the human brain longs for a story. Here's the problem. So many of us, I'm sorry, I don't mean to come across this way, but we tell stories the wrong way. We blunder our way through. We ruin the surprises. We don't do things in threes. We give unnecessary details. We just bore people. And then our stories really aren't in sync with the focus of our talk. They're not in line with the big idea. And that's why the clarity box is so important. We only went through 2 steps quickly in the last 2 videos. There's 6 steps to the clarity box. But story matters. Story is important and powerful because of what it does for the brain. And more importantly, story is a sense-making device. The human mind is drawn to clarity, and it's drawn away from confusion. And so stories help with that. Tamsin Webster says stories give the brain a road map for making sense of information. I love that. Your brain is constantly trying to receive new information and connect it with information that it already knows. And it does that by trying to turn it into a story, like one it already knows, and it's trying to make it. It's trying to storyize. It's trying to fill in the blank. And so that's why it's so incredibly important. Andre Sednev said, if you don't use stories, audience members may enjoy your speech, but there's no chance they'll remember it. So incredibly important. Now, listen, I could talk about what I think about story, but I think you should just go by Building a Story Brand by Donald Miller. Building a Story Brand. And I'll actually do this. You don't have to buy it. This is an extra copy that I have. If you're watching this video and you text me 989-954-4150, I'll send you this. The first person that texts me, 989-954-4150, I'll send you this book. I'll put it in the mail tomorrow so you can get it. I just think you should go and read this book. It gives his brand script, his kind of fill-in-the-blank framework, his story brand approach. I mean, it's just powerful. Donald Miller says story helps because it's a sense-making mechanism. Essentially, strong formulas put everything in order so the brain doesn't have to work to understand what's going on. That's why it's so incredibly important. Let me just go through the 7 steps that you're going to see in here. Donald Miller says every story has 7 different steps, and they kind of go in this order. There's a character. Character has a problem. Character meets a guide. The guide gives them a plan, calls them to action, helps them avoid failure, and then either ends in success or sometimes the story actually ends in failure. So there's so much more to this. So I'm going to do another video right after this on story. And so again, if you haven't checked out speakwithpeople.com/speaklikealeader, what are you waiting for? Come on, you got this. Like, today is the day. Go and figure out how you can speak like a leader. It's just going to be awesome. All right, I'm glad that you joined us with this video. Carry on. We'll see you in the next one.